Hello. We went down to the lake grounds on Saturday and finished up sitting outside the lakeside cafe eating ice cream. It was a lovely day and everybody seemed happy and harmonious. Lots of children on the rebuilt play area and the new skate park. Cricket going on. All sorts of people enjoying themselves in the sun. It was a very happy scene. And we couldn't help feeling the contrast to news reports about riots in France, war in the Ukraine, and in Sudan and many other places. If we dig back into how bad situations arise, we may find that they can arise from natural disasters, but more often they result from people making bad decisions. Okay, that may be simplistic, but you can't deny that people making wrong choices gives rise to all sorts of trouble. What goes on in your mind as you make a decision? What is a wrong choice? Well, a humanist might perhaps say it's one which is against the interest of the whole community. But as Christians, we define it as anything which goes against the two great commandments, to love God and to love one another. We are fallible and often omit this test, particularly if we're chasing false idols like wealth, vanity, or power. Even St. Paul readily acknowledged how he struggled to do what he knew he should. In Romans 7:15, he says, "I do not understand my own actions, for I do not do what I want, but I do the very thing I hate." There's a wonderful prayer in the service of morning prayer, the daily morning prayer, which brings this into focus. It goes roughly like this. Almighty and ever-living God, we, your humble servants, give you humble and hearty thanks that you have brought us in safety to the beginning of this day. Defend us in the same by your mighty power, that this day we fall into no sin, neither run into any kind of danger, but that all our doings may be ordered by thy governance to do always that which is righteous in thy sight. Prayers are a huge help. All of us need to maintain some form of daily prayer, because otherwise it's so easy to relegate God to the small slot that we assign him. The parable of the wise and foolish virgins makes the point that we need to live our lives ready to meet God at any time and to pay attention to what he's saying to us. Just as we take good care of our bodies by regular exercise and paying attention, our spiritual lives need care and attention. We all aim to be good followers of Christ our Lord. We're also all different and will follow different paths. Also, we shall all stray from time to time, so there is no shame in failure, but being honest with ourselves sets us right. There are all sorts of approaches to staying on the rails. In later life, I have turned to the idea of constancy, sticking to faith through thick and thin. To be constant in faith, to be steady in our ways, to accept the challenges we are given, like the Scottish teacher Mary Haining, who was sent to teach Jewish children in Eastern Europe and refused to leave them when the Nazis took over, and she paid with her life in a concentration camp. Well, we may not face such a fundamental challenge, but we can try to make a constant attention to God the center of our lives. And the rewards are amazing. So, my thought for the day is, never give up, because God is aching to help you whenever you need him. You are never alone. So God go with you. Bye.